Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. MC-Mura here, and in today's video I wanted to walk you guys through the process of learning a new character, and I'm gonna be highlighting Cammy here today because she is the character that I am doing the next guide for, so expect a Cammy guide in the upcoming couple of days, probably this weekend if all goes according to the plan. So first, let's talk about how you can learn a new character, and there are multiple steps to this. There are multiple basics that you will need to understand, and once you do, you will have a general idea about how to use that character. The first step is just figuring out the character archetype. Generally, characters fall into three types. There are three main primary types: zoning, rushdown, and grapplers. And zoning in general are characters who like to control space. These are typically characters who have long range and or have fireballs. So for example, a character like Ryu is obviously a little bit more skewed towards zoning, while a character like Cammy, she doesn't really have long range. She doesn't really specialize at keeping the opponent on bay. You can just check out her general moves. So for example, her normals, they all seem to work from the dash distance, right? She has the spiral arrow, obviously this is a combo attack. The uppercut, this is an anti-air and a combo attack. The dive kicks, and these are ways to approach your opponent. And of course she has the hooligan, which are also ways to approach your opponent. So just from the first glance, just by looking at the basics of the character, it is obvious that Cammy belongs mostly to the rushdown category, right? Cammy is a rushdown character. Yeah, she has some good normals from here, so maybe she is a rushdown slash whiff punish character. She's gonna use her walk speed and her long range and her ability to get in via dashes, via jumps and dive kicks, regular jumps, and the hooligans. You're gonna use all of that to overwhelm your opponent and get in, right? Obviously, not all characters are as simple and cut and dry as Cammy. Some of them, like say Cody, can be a little bit more complicated, and there are a little bit more to them. It can be kinda not very obvious what you can do with these characters. So try to make it as much as you can. If you don't really, you can check out high level replays, and watching how a character is played by the hand of a really good player can give you a good idea about how the character is supposed to play. So this is the first thing. The second thing is, alright, we have established that Cammy is a rushdown character, right? Now let's check out some of the abilities that I will need to know to establish my rushdown game plan. And for that, the first thing is frame traps. First of all, there is a fantastic application called FAT Online or FAT. Let me show it to you guys, and it is this one. This is fantastic. You can find this on mobile, while it's Android or iPhone, and it will give you a general idea of the character frame data. Now you don't really need to know or understand many of this. There is just a couple of key things that you have to see. First, the first one is S. S is startup. It is how fast an attack come out. When you start with a new character, always check out what are your fastest attacks. And if I'm checking Cammy here, I'm saying, alright, my standing light punch, that is 4. Standing light kick, that is 4. Crouching light punch, that is 3. Bingo. Now I know that I have a 3 frame attack. So I know that this is a 3 frame, this is 4 frames, and this is 4 frames, right? So now I have an idea about what are my fastest attacks. So let's check out how can we apply throw pressure. Usually tech, when you do a normal into a throw, you usually are doing this with your fastest attacks, right? Or your lights. So I will check out first my crouching light punch. I will check it out, and it is 0 on block. Does it leave me in throw range? It does. So I can use this and throw my opponent after. What about my standing light kick? It does. So now I know that I can use it and throw my opponent after. Now what about my standing light punch? It doesn't leave me in throw range. So right out of the gate, now I know that to start my pressure, I can use crouching light punch or standing light kick. But I just noticed that crouching light punch is 0 on block, right? So let's here have our opponent mesh is 3 frame after blocking an attack. And let's see if we can apply any pressure after it, right? So Ryu here will mash his 3 frame. And let's see what sort of pressure can we get. Can I do crouching light punch and then throw? Of course I can't. Can I do standing light kick and then throw? Of course I can't. I get interrupted. So now I understand that my 2 take grabs doesn't really work. What about standing light punch? I of course can. Alright, so I now know that my normals doesn't. So this means that I will have to frame trap my opponent. I have to convince them to stop pressing normals so that I will be able to throw them. Can I do anything with my crouching light punch? I can't frame trap with it into itself. Can I chain it? Oh, I can. So if I rapid fire my jab into standing light punch, this is a chain and I am at +2. Huh. So now I know I can get something like this going. I can do standing light punch, crouching light punch, standing light punch, crouching medium. And this is gonna give me a counter hit. What about the standing light kick? This leaves me at +1. I have a 3 frame, so I can do that now. Alright, so this will leave me at +6. What can I get at +6? Alright, I can get this. Can I get a standing heavy punch? I can get standing heavy punch. And there you go. So first of all, you need to understand, if you're using a rushdown character, tech throws. How can I tech throw my opponent? Now I know I can do a frame trap like that one, and that will frame trap them. Or I can do something like that, and that will frame trap them. And once they are convinced to stop pressing buttons, I can then throw them, right? So now I have a good idea about how I can throw my opponents. Alright, that is really good. What about general frame traps? If my opponent is mashing his 3 frame, let me check out my normals once more time. So now I'm gonna check out my mediums. Usually, you wanna check out the lights with a lot of advantage, like the standing light punch, and the mediums. For example, I'm looking and I'm seeing my standing medium punch. It is 6 frames, and it is +3 on block. Crouching medium is 5 frames, and it is +1. Alright, so this tells me that I can do standing medium punch into itself, right? And that will frame trap. Can I convert after this? I'm out of range for that. So what can I do here? I am at a +9 advantage. Can I get a sweep? I can't. So can I get an uppercut? Oh, I can. But this generally is telling me that this is not a very good frame trap. So what can I do? What else can I do? Maybe I can do standing light kick or standing light punch into it, right? That doesn't really work. I need to have a gap that is at a +3 or more, because this is 6 frames, right? So maybe I can then do another sequence. I can go for something like this. This seems like a really good frame trap. What can I get at this +7? Oh, I can get the standing heavy punch. Alright, so this seems like a good sequence. What else? Can I get a crouching medium kick? I can get a crouching medium kick. That is very good. And that is usually how it goes, right? You want to experiment with these, and over time you will just have a bunch of them together, but at least have a basic frame trap and a basic tech throw, right? These are the 2 things that you will need to know. Now, what else? Can I get my opponent to take a throw? So this is forward dash. This is Shoryuken. This is backdash. So let's have Ryu try to take a throw, right? I want him to take a grab, and I want to see, can I really shimmy my opponent with my lights? So here Ryu is gonna take a throw. Alright, so I now know that I can get to do this, but you kinda have to walk backward a little bit quickly, right? Alright, so this will work for delay tick. If he's doing instantly ticking, I have to use my standing light punch. If he is delay ticking, I can't really use, or if he's quick ticking, I can't really use my standing light kick. I have to use my standing medium or standing light punch here. So this is all data. You want to understand, or at least have an understanding, especially if you're using a rushdown character, have an understanding about how your throw game work and what are your good shimmy options. Alright, so crouching light punch seem like a good shimmy if they try to throw instantly. Here, for the crouching light punch, I can easily walk out of throw range, right? So that is very good. So now I have a basic understanding of a frame trap and a basic understanding of a tech throw and a shimmy game. Now let's check out my basic combo. Obviously, you can look these up in the character trials or online. Something like jab spiral arrow, something like standing medium punch, standing heavy punch, heavy spiral arrow, standing medium punch, crouching medium kick, spiral arrow. You want to have at least a basic combo and a basic jumping combo, right? I'm gonna learn this basic jumping combo and I'm gonna practice it a little bit so at least that it is in my muscle memory, right? So now I know that I can do standing medium punch into standing heavy punch out of a jumping, and this will allow me to combo into spiral arrow. Well, so I know my basic combo. What about my basic Oki? What can I set out? How can I set up Oki? Now Ryu is set up to do is light punch on his wake up, right? I will do the same combo but with spiral arrow. After a dash, I am +4. So this is telling me that I can meet him with crouching medium punch. Right? So now I have learned my meaty on quick rise. What about back rise? Let's check it out one more time. I can dash twice. So this means that I have to dash once and then walk forward, right? Alright, I am at +9 advantage. After a dash, I am +9, but I'm close enough to actually apply pressure as well. Again, I'm dashing and then walking slightly a little bit forward and manually timing my crouching medium punch. Alright, so also standing light kick seemed to work. So now we have our basic meaties out of the spiral arrow. Now let's check out the uppercut. Can I get something out of the uppercut mid-screen? Let's check out normal recovery first. No, I'm way too far. Now let's, of course, out of the back recovery, I'm gonna be very far as well. So now I know that this just resets the neutral. Alright, so now I know that my spiral or my uppercut shouldn't really be used mid-screen. Can I get pressure out of it in the corner? So let's check out the corner. After a dash, I am +4, so I do get to check out in the corner. Now I know that this works, right? Yup. So that is very good. Of course, if they do a back rise, again, you have to manually time your meaty. So now I have my basic combo down, I have my basic tech throw down, I have my basic shimmy down. I know that my meaties, I should combo mid-screen with spiral arrow. I know that I shouldn't use the uppercut mid-screen. And I know that how to apply throw pressure. Now let's check out our neutral buttons. Let's check out our footsies normal or our mid-range normals. Standing medium kick obviously seem very good. Now again, let's look at the frame data here. This is -2 only. The range is fantastic. So this seems like a really good poke. What else? Seems like crouching heavy punch is also a really good poke. Forward heavy kick. This seems kinda short. So it doesn't seem that fantastic. So now I know that for my mid-range pressure, standing medium kick seems really good. Alright, so I have an idea that Cammy could be a whiff punish character. Can I actually use this to whiff punish stuff? I set up here Ryu to poke after my poke, right? Alright, now it seems like I can actually use this to whiff punish. What is my whiff, my best whiff punish normals then? Seem like crouching medium kick is fine. Let's check it out. Standing medium punch isn't really fantastic. Obviously, out of trying all of these, it is obvious that standing heavy punch is my best whiff punish. So now I have an idea that standing medium kick is the best poke and standing heavy punch is my best whiff punish. Can I get anything else out of the standing medium kick? Usually you can use it as a measuring stick, right? So at the maximum range, I can get a whiff punish, right? Outside of maximum range, what else can I get? Let me check out my other moves. Maybe a dive kick? Oh wow, from this range, a heavy dive kick was plus. What about EX? This is also plus, so maybe from just outside of standing medium kick range, seems like the EX dive kick is also gonna be plus on block. And this is how you kinda bring it all together. You have to experiment with your tools, have a basic idea about the character, and bring the blocks all together. It's honestly a lot of experimentation. You have a basic idea of what tools this character needs and how you can apply them. Okay, so I checked all of that. Now let me take a look at my anti-airs. Now Ryu is jumping. Back medium punch seems like it hits upward. Can I use it as an anti-air? Well, obviously it works, right? Is it really foul proof? Let me do it super early. Doesn't seem to be active forever, so you kinda have to base it. If he's directly above his head, can I get it to work? No, it will not anti-air if he is directly above your head. So it seems to anti-air in the forward direction. What else? Standing heavy kick. Alright, this seems like it can work. Can I get my uppercuts? Does the light work directly above my head? Seems like it doesn't really hit directly above. Standing medium, move forward. Medium uppercut moves forward. So that also doesn't work. Seems like for the close range jumps, the light uppercut is the best one. What about the heavy? The heavy goes under. So for close jumps, I should use the light. Everything is telling me here that the light is the best close range anti-air. Light uppercut. What about cross cuts? Seems that also that light is the best one. So now I have a basic understanding that I can use my back medium punch for forward jumps. Heavy kick can work in some instance and I can get a crush counter. And that light uppercut is the best for close jumps. And it does seem like medium is a little bit better for far jumps. But heavy can work for really far jumps. This is all again, it's just a process of figuring it out one block at a time and trying to bring it all together. Obviously, the more understanding of general fighting games that you have, the easier and the faster that process will be. And obviously, just watching high level or pro players can give you a very good idea about what you want to do. So generally, find out the character archetype, find out the basic tech throw, find out a basic frame trap, find out a basic combo, find out your basic meaty, and the basic anti-air. If you have a general idea about how to apply these 7 points, you will generally have a really good understanding, or at least a basic understanding of how to use said character, and you can start building some tips and tricks from there. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like or a comment, it helps the channel so much. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon page and the Discord server in the description. Thank you very much for watching and stay safe.